Welcome to Milngavie and Bearsden Men's Shed. My name is John McLaughlin and I'm the chairman of the shed. Where we are just now is in the workshop in what we call the pagoda. So the shed started in 2017 and it was headed by a group of men who wanted to create a men's shed here in Milngavie and Bearsden. And through a lot of effort, which really took more than a year, they managed to achieve an asset transfer to get access to a building which had lain derelict for a number of years. The community became involved, the council became involved, and also local businesses, and they all donated to allow us to transform that derelict building into what we have now. But really, it was the members themselves, it was their work, hard work, dedication and enthusiasm that allowed us to create the facility that we now have. So today the shed now has about 350 members. 100 of them are active participants in the shed. We have barbecues, we have Christmas lunches, we have lunches during the winter for our members. But we pride ourselves in going just that little bit further, that extra mile. So for example, we don't just open 5 days a week, we now open 7 days a week. And all of that together has a life-changing impact on the members who we serve.
I'm Alan Kidson and my age is 93, and 12 years ago I lost my wife and was pretty lost for quite some time, and I come here regularly 3 days a week, and I don't know what I would do without it. Quite honestly, I would be absolutely lost. I don't make many things. I do a lot of talking and listening and drinking tea. And periodically for the sale at the end of the year I make some little things like this here, which is a semi-detached birdhouse. People here are exceptional and they are so nice to me, it's not true.
I'm Alan Miller. I came to the shed, it must be about 7 years ago. There was a board outside advertising it that I noticed, and the accessibility is fantastic. They've got this ramp that leads up to the door, and then the accessible toilets are better than the accessible toilets I've come across in hotels and various other restaurants and things.
My name is Hamish Cooper. Well, I joined the men's shed only recently, primarily to help me get some skills in upholstery and to reuse furniture like my grandmother's fold-out table here. First about the men's shed from a job centre. Basically it's to get some extracurricular activities, make myself more active, also hopefully getting a job in upholstery. Usually it's mainly coming here and socialising, seeing all the different type of tools used, which does definitely expand my mind. I'm interested in using some of them. Because they have more experience in this kind of stuff, it's great to get tips from them.
Hi, my name is John Morrison. I came here one Friday afternoon, I think it was July last year, not knowing anybody, not knowing what the men's shed was about, and it's opened my eyes to a whole new world of friends. If I hadn't joined the men's shed, I probably wouldn't be here today. And it's through the help and the support from my peers, my friends. Some of them I even look at as family, because they managed to pull me personally out of a black hole, supported me when I really didn't think I needed it. They do it not out of necessity, they don't do it out of anything else other than being nice, honest, kind men.
We were asked by Bill Jaffrey Nursery to build them some planters. So we were donated the wood behind me, which is scaffolding boards. We built them 6 large planters, and then there's a group of about 8 or 10 lads from the men's shed, so we have put those up on site for them. Since then we've heard back from them, they're very happy with what they've now got, and the children are now planting out on them.
Hi, I'm Hamish Livingston, the Secretary of Milngavie and Bearsden Men's Shed. We've got a number of projects that we work with the community, and our most recent one is a road safety project for the local primary school, and we've created these bollards which will be placed at parking problem areas outside the school. Our local primary school, where we made the signs for Killamount Primary School, on the last day of school they all come down to the park next to the men's shed, and one of the things that they do is they cover themselves with shaving foam. Steep slope in the park here, and we have a large tarpaulin that gets put down, and we work with the parents where we stake it down and the children use it as a slide, and they have lots of fun on last day of school.
One thing we want to do is expand the size of our premises. We have limitations on the size of the workshop, and it'd be good to be able to offer more activities to the members who come here. The other thing that we want to focus on for the future is to try to attract new, younger members to the shed. What we focused on very much in our projects has been working with younger people and with children, and that's been something that's really important to us. There's a real problem now with younger people, in particular those who are NEETs, and I think with the range of experience and knowledge that we have in the shed, that could be put to really good use. So as ever, we think we're doing okay, but we could always improve and do much better.